Sleepout is a new charity. What it does, it mobilises support from the business community, from business leaders and executives to raise money, raise awareness and fight poverty and homelessness across the whole of the UK.
Tonight is a wonderful opportunity for people who really care about the experience of people who would otherwise be sleeping on the streets. So people who are homeless, people who are destitute. There are chief executives, senior directors, managers from companies and corporations and boards who've come together to make a difference, and they're sleeping out under the stars voluntarily to raise funds for the homeless.
I'm apprehensive, shall we say. I'm looking forward to it in a way, just to sort of, to sort of see how I can cope, really, but definitely a bit apprehensive.
I kind of think that when you get here, you see the buzz and everything else, and everyone's kind of ready to do the same thing. It's kind of nerve-wracking because you've never slept with before, and we're in the cold and everything else, but I think when you're all together, I just think it's going to kind of make a night for you. It's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so yeah, it's exciting.
Look at us, we're in a lovely place, we're secure, we've got none of the threats that are really facing people who are out on the streets, so we can have a bit of fun, but it's a very serious underlying message.
It kind of puts people in the mindset of what it must be like to sleep outside every night, and to not have the confidence of a bedroom and a house that you could go back to, or a family for support.
Homelessness is on the increase. It might not be as visible these days, but look more carefully, you'll see a lot more people sleeping rough, including lots of young people.
For a young person, they are under constant threat of danger, that someone might rob them, someone might assault them, that they may be invited into somewhere that's much less savoury even than the street. And that constant threat of danger means that they never sleep peacefully.
For me, being homeless, I was lost, and it meant sleeping on friends' sofas, just survival. So I did sleep in a park. Life is hard when you're homeless because you're left with your one self, and having no experience into the real world as an adult, being so young and vulnerable, you only go by what your parents teach you, and your parents have always housed you, and so to have a sudden shock like that, you freeze, you just get frozen, and you don't know what to do, and it's very scary. You're out there facing the world, and you hear about stories all the time, what happens to people. It is frightening. It's frightening. Every day you fear that somebody is going to do something to you because you're such a vulnerable soul, and people can see it. When you're in that position, it's hard.
Homelessness is rising. The problems of homelessness are rising. So last year, our homeless service in London called Night Stop saw a 200% increase in the number of young people who needed somewhere safe to go. That's a dramatic rise, and we need every pound that we can raise to help those young people.
It was rough. Yeah, it was not easy to get any sleep at all, a bit cold, and much noise than I thought here.
I was quite cold. I didn't sleep a lot, but intermittent sleep, I'd put it. Quite cold, but not too uncomfortable actually.
And it was really uncomfortable. I kept waking up.
It's certainly interesting. It's certainly a very good insight to sleeping outside and in somewhere where you're not really familiar. But
I think in fairness we had it easy because we didn't have to worry about anything, did we? We were safe.
Yeah, it's pretty safe.
Absolutely fine. So it is kind of completely different, I think, but it gives you an idea, doesn't it?
Unless you do it yourself, I don't think you can understand what people go through. And plus, this night it wasn't that cold. really. So I can't even imagine what these people go through all winter.
If you're thinking about doing CEO Sleep Out next year, I would say sign up.
Oh, definitely do it. Yes, it's a good experience. It gives you just a little taste of what people have to go through.
If you want to take part in a Sleep Out, to play a role, to sleep out, to help organise one, get in touch. The way to get in touch on Twitter is @CEO Sleepout UK. On Facebook, it's CEO Sleepout. You can help us to raise money, raise awareness, and start to change people's lives.
Do the CEO Sleep Out. It really makes a difference. It really does. It changes the direction in people's lives.
CEO Sleep Out!